Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Teachers Talk Money, where I help teachers master their money in order to give back to themselves. Today we're going to be taking a look at my August budget, and it's a pretty interesting one because for the second month in a row, I am completely living off of my summer savings, which means I do not have a regular income. I am supporting myself entirely through the money that I've saved throughout the year to live off of. It's going to be quite similar to my July budget, and if you watched my July net worth update, which I highly recommend anybody watch who hasn't already, you know that for July I actually saw a decrease in my net worth for the first time this entire year. And this is something I'm expecting to see once again in August because of all the money I'm taking out to live off of. So make sure you stop on by again at the end of the month and see just how much my net worth decreased by. But for today, we're just gonna be taking a look at the budget numbers, so my plan for my money for the month. And we're going to be doing this where I typically keep my budget, which is on my budget spreadsheet. You can get a template for this that's completely blank and you can customize it yourself. If you click the link in the description, it's also teacherstalkmoney.com/budget. But let's get into my numbers for this month. I'll throw you over my shoulder and I hope you enjoy. All right, everybody. So let's take a look at my spreadsheet for this month, starting out with my income. So as you guys can see, my income this month is coming from my savings account, $2,630. And then some of it is also coming from my final paycheck. It's all kind of the same place because that final paycheck did go directly to my savings account. But for my own reference, I just put it here. So my total income this month is $2,980. And that is a pretty typical month for me. So let's take a look back at say June. And in June, I brought home a little over $3,000, but some of that was extra income. So I essentially was able to save enough to have what is a typical income for me over the summer. I'm going to do things a little bit differently next year, which I will tell you guys all about in an extra video that I'll be posting in August as well. So keep an eye out for that. Now let's head to my savings, which is the first category I put on here. And I do that because to me, that's really the most important thing. My savings are my priority over my spending money, so I like to keep them up top at the forefront of my mind. For retirement, I have $820 going to my Roth IRA, and I already submitted that. I decided to do it in July because it was just sitting there in the savings account anyway. So I thought it would be better to take advantage of the compound interest and get into my Roth IRA earlier rather than later, because it was just sitting in a savings account otherwise. So it wasn't really a big deal to me, and I just took it out and put it right in. So that is already there. On August 1st, which will already have happened when this video is posted, I will deposit $60 into my gift fund and $250 into travel, which I'm trying to beef up some more. It's been kind of depleted from taking some trips this summer. And $100 will be going to my business savings account. I got a really good question about why I don't track my business savings account in my net worth. And the answer is that once that money is in my business account, I'm considering it money that is in my business. So it's in my budget because I'm taking the money out of my personal income. But once it's there, I want to kind of consider it its own thing versus part of my own net worth. So my total savings come out to $1,230, and then we will head down to the fixed costs. Everything here is basically the same. Notably, my car and renter's insurance went down $4 this year. Yay. My cell phone's the same. Hattie's food and medication decreased slightly. I don't know if this is exactly the right number. This is actually an estimate now. It was exact for the month, but we are now feeding her less. So we're trying to have her lose weight, and we weren't successful with the amount of food we were giving her before. So because of that, we are feeding her significantly less, and I believe that we'll have to replace her food less frequently. It used to be about every month that we would have to replace it. Now it might be every 2 months. I'm really not sure how long it's going to take. So this is an estimate, but it freed up $10 in my budget. So that's great. My subscriptions are going to be $32 again this month, and that's the same as last month. And those subscriptions are a donation to Human Rights Campaign, a subscription to a Patreon, and finally my Audible subscription, which is like $21, and it makes up the bulk of that. Although over these summer months, it has totally been worth it. I have listened to so many books from Audible that aren't available on the Libby app. So I may get rid of it once I start working again and getting more busy, but for now, I'm still seeing a lot of value in that. So we're going to keep it there. And finally, we go to my variable costs. So these are the costs that change every month. And this month, I'm designated $200 for groceries again, $200 for going out again. Still designating $30 for gas, which has continued to be more than enough over quarantine and hopefully will be. But once again, I want to keep it to where I can refill it at least once and for the month, and that be a good amount for me. And then with all the leftover money, $197 goes to my other category. Now, up here is where I keep track of all of my running totals for groceries, going out, gas, and other. And I include my utilities and other because 2 of them are variable. So my gas bill and my electricity. So even though my internet is always fixed, I kind of just put it in here because I think of it separately. And then I have $50 of that other fund already designated to go to Black Lives Matter causes. So already 70 of that is kind of spent in my mind. And down here in my notes tab, you can see a little bit of a spoiler for when I tell you guys about my changing investing plan. One of the extra videos I have coming out for you this month is how I'm changing my investment plan. So you can get a little sneak peek of that here, and I will go into detail into that more in the video that should be coming out on Tuesday. So keep an eye for it out there, or subscribe to my channel and turn those notifications on if you want to hear more about that. So yeah, this is my August budget, and this is the last month that I'll be on this same spreadsheet. I'm going to be making a copy of it and changing it for 2020 to 2021. So this is my year 2019 to 2020 budget, and I do it like this because I'm a teacher, so I don't think of my finances in terms of the calendar year as much as I do in terms of the school year, which is kind of weird, and it makes things a little bit harder to figure out, but that's okay. That's when I get raises every new school year, and that's when I know what my income is going to be. So I'll be switching over to a different one that will look the same but be different next month. And the most important thing, you can see that my total expected income is going to be the same as my total expected expenses. And that makes this budget what is called a zero-based budget, which means every single dollar has a designated place that I have created for it, which means I have permission to spend the $200 on groceries, the $200 on going out, and the extra money from my other category. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you would like to use this budget template, or you want a pen and paper printable version of this, that's actually a lot prettier also, please click the link in my description, teacherstalkmoney.com/budget, and you can get these for free. If you have tried to get these before and you feel like you need a little bit more guidance with actually setting everything up and keeping your mindset in check and doing all that good stuff, you can also purchase my Money Map workbook. It's just $9, and honestly, it's everything that I wish I knew when I had just gotten started budgeting. That will be linked down below as well. I hope you guys have an amazing August, and make sure to keep a lookout for the 3 extra videos that will be coming out on Tuesday of this month. So this month, I will not just be posting videos on Thursday, I will be posting them on Tuesday and Thursday. And 2 of them are actually going to be long-form interviews with other educators. So I'm super excited for you guys to hear those. Anyway, Have an amazing week. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.